Hello and welcome back to the DoneDeal YouTube channel. My name's David OC and today we're going on a first drive of this rather unusual looking car, particularly if you're here from Ireland and you've maybe not seen too many of these around. This is a DS, it's French and it's a very premium brand, and now in Ireland it stands alone away from some of its French counterparts. And I have to say, even just driving it here to the filming location, it has been very impressive. So in this video, we're gonna go for a first drive, talk about the styling, some of its features, and of course, pricing. Now, if you'd like to search for DS cars for sale, hit the link on the top right-hand corner of the screen, and we'll get straight into the video. Quickly, let's touch on the styling. So the front grille is what really captures your eye here at the front. It looks very nice. And I really like this new E-Tense logo on the front. We'll talk about E-Tense and what it is in a moment. Other features in the front, the headlights are really nice, and when you turn it on, they do a lovely dance. Then you've got these big diamond cut Tokyo wheels here on the side, and then from the rear it looks really nice. These taillights with the kind of diamond cut inside is really cool, and it crosses the whole way along back here into the other one. The exhausts have a really cool feature actually. There's almost like a mesh in there. I think it looks quite unusual, and that is a good thing. Now let's take a look at the inside and then go for a drive. As I sit in here, it is absolutely glorious. It feels extremely premium. And to talk quickly about pricing before we talk about the layout and everything in here. So prices for this is about 56,000 euros. However, when you compare that across the market, you're actually getting great value. So talk about some of the really nice features. When I push start, this clock pops up. That is so elegant. And my seat slides forward into my correct position. There's 3 memory foams. And actually, speaking of buttons down here, you have full-blown massage seats. You can set it as you like, and they give you a little massage as you drive along to make sure you keep alert and you keep awake. Now, in terms of the fit and finish in here, it is absolutely sublime. That quality is really nice. Little glove box here, not a load of space in it. There's a bit more storage in there and even more storage in here. Then you've got 2 12-inch displays. This one's touchscreen, has your sat nav, Apple CarPlay, Android Auto of course. Then over here you've got all your driving data. The gear stick here, it's very similar to what you see in a lot of French cars actually. One really interesting thing is the windows are controlled here. That kind of reminds me of an old Saab. I don't know if anyone remembers that. And the steering wheel again has a really nice premium feel to it. So overall in here, I have to say, in terms of layout and quality, I'm gonna give it a solid 9 out of 10, if not more. It's honestly very impressive. I'd say the Germans will be taking a few tips, put it that way. So to drive the DS7 Crossback, well, as you can imagine, it glides along the road. The suspension is really smooth. It kind of continues on that theme of just feeling very prestigious, it just feels at home on the roads, particularly on some of the Irish roads. You hit a lot of speed bumps, a lot of potholes, and for my short test drive, so I only have this car for 1 hour, it feels really nice, very predictable. It is quite a sizable car. You definitely feel like you're in a full-blown SUV. It's a lot bigger than something like a Hyundai Tucson, for example. This feels much more like a Skoda Kodiaq, let's say, size-wise. In terms of engine, so this particular one is a hybrid. It's got an 8-speed automatic gearbox, and it's a plug-in hybrid. So you can plug it in, charge it up at home. I haven't actually played around with how long that takes or anything like that, but it's pretty seamless between the electric motor and of course the petrol motor. It's a 1.6 petrol in it, and it definitely doesn't feel like it's coming on and off. It just cruises between them. So right now I actually think I'm an electric, and if I put my foot down, you can hear, well, you probably can't hear it through my little microphone, but the electric motor pops on, or the petrol motor rather. Then in terms of driving aids and features, so your sat nav obviously here is all brilliant. Touch sensor is fantastic. It obviously has Apple CarPlay and Android Auto. But on top of that then you've got your usual, you've got your lane assist down here. It can also scan the road ahead, I think, and find any potholes or any bumps and adapt the suspension for those. But yeah, overall it's lovely to drive. A couple other things to point out. So there's only 2 ISOFIX points in the rear. So if you've got 3 young kids, you've had triplets for example, that might not be ideal, but it's actually the same in the new Nissan Qashqai. Not a very comparable car, but just saying a lot of popular family SUVs also only have 2 ISOFIX points. Electric tailgate on this works really, really well. Actually, if you're quite tall, it might not rise enough for you, but someone like me who's not exactly the tallest guy in the room, definitely it suits brilliantly. Right now, by the way, my massage seats are just going at me, so if I seem a little bit relaxed, that's because I'm just being soothed on the road, which is absolutely lovely. And yeah, overall it's just a lovely place to sit. It's a really nice car to drive. On the motorway there's not too much road noise, even though it's got those slightly bigger wheels. Visibility is good, you've got your reversing camera. It's somewhat familiar with this gear stick and everything to some of the French brands, but it definitely feels not even a step above, 5, 6, maybe even a flight of stairs above some of the French cars. And that's not to say the French cars aren't doing fantastic, it's just this DS is really impressive, really, really nice. So overall I have to say, very impressive, very enjoyable to drive, and I'm looking forward to maybe spending a bit more time than just an hour. So there you have it. That is a very quick glance at the DS7, and even just in the short hour that we've had it, it has been very, very impressive. It sits in a low tax band, €140 to tax for the year. So overall, it's very impressive. Now, if you'd like to search for more car reviews, then make sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel. And if you're looking to get a new car, then hit the link up there, as we have over 1,000 trusted dealers nationwide. But for now, that is all from us. We'll see you in the next one.